Do you have an Arduino Uno Q, or are you on the wait list for an Arduino Ventuno Q? If that's the case, then I'm guessing that you may have used the new Arduino AppLab IDE. And you might be wondering, what the heck are these things called bricks? I mean, is the term brick just a bunch of marketing garbage? To get to the bottom of this, it's important you understand a little bit about the new Arduino AppLab. Arduino AppLab allows you to write code in Python and Arduino side by side that gets loaded onto the Arduino Q family of boards, either an Arduino Uno Q or the up-and-coming Ventuno Q, and I can pretty much guarantee a host of other Q family boards down the road. These Q boards have a dual brain. That is, they have a faster processor, like something you'd find on a smartphone or even a laptop, and they have a microcontroller like what you'd expect to find on a traditional Arduino board. The Python code you write in AppLab runs on the fast processor, and the Arduino code runs on the microcontroller. And then they have a bridge library that allow these two processors to talk to one another. So there's your quick intro to Arduino AppLab and Arduino Q boards. So what the heck is a brick exactly? Now, according to Arduino, bricks are modular software components that add ready-to-use functionalities to your projects. But doesn't that just sound a lot like a code library? I mean, when they say brick, is that just marketing speak for code library? Well, what's cool is all of the brick code, not to mention all of AppLab, is open source software. So if you start digging into the brick source code, you can see they have importable Python modules. Now, if you're coming from Arduino coding, and maybe you're not as familiar with Python, a Python module is to a Python program like an Arduino library is to an Arduino sketch. So it's just a code library. So you might be tempted to think that brick is just a bunch of marketing jargon for a Python module, right? Well, let's hold our horses for just a second, because this brick repository also has a Docker Compose file in it. Now, if you're not familiar with Docker, it's basically a way to launch a program on your computer, but have it isolated from everything else on your computer. The reason Docker is super popular is because it allows people using different computer setups to run the same program without any additional installation or cross-compatibility issues. What Docker does is build something called a Docker image, and any computer that has Docker installed can run that same image, whether it's a Windows, Mac OS, Linux, whatever. So what is happening in this brick is way more than just a simple Python module import. The whole picture actually looks like this. A Docker container is being created and is running an AI model that exposes an API. The Python module that you import provides you with easy to use functions to communicate from your AppLab Python main file to that AI Docker container. I think it's fair to say that a brick is not just a Python package, but it's actually not the full truth, because some bricks are just Python modules. They don't launch a separate Docker container. But as far as I can tell, every brick that has an AI tag launches a separate AI model running in a Docker container. And here's what's sort of crazy about all this stuff. This whole Docker and AI model thing might sound super complicated, but in Arduino fashion, it's all handled for you behind the scenes. And this is where I'm super excited personally, because maybe you're interested in running different AI models, but you're not sure how to tie them in to interesting workflows that take action in the real world. AppLab allows you to easily spin up an AI model, one line of code, and then you can use super simple functions to interact with it. Think about the first time you blinked an LED with Arduino. It's like digital write high turns the LED on. Delay, digital write low turns the LED off. I don't know, for me, that was an awesome geek rush. I felt like I had this entirely new digital electronic world at my fingertips. Fast forward to AppLab. You can import an AI model with one line of code. a couple more lines of code, and you can detect whether or not there's a face in a USB camera feed. And if there is, you can turn on an LED. In my head, that's pretty sweet. Now, here's my prediction. Arduino is going to go all in on these bricks. Right now, there's probably like, I don't know, 12 or 15 of these AI bricks, but I think the number is going to explode exponentially. You know how there are like cajillions of Arduino libraries available? You can do just like anything by importing these different libraries. I am almost certain that that is what's going to happen with these AI bricks. You'll be able to pull in all different types of AI models like audio, visual, text generation, anything that's out there. I bet you're going to be able to pull it in and then start tying it in with a microcontroller workflow, like a real world workflow. I think that's pretty cool. Now, if you're interested in learning more about using Arduino AppLab in these whole new dual brain Arduino Q family of boards, I'm actually putting together a training course that dives into this entire ecosystem. If you want to get on the wait list, you can click the link in the description, or you can scan this QR code right here, get on the wait list, and I'll let you know when it's ready. Now, the next video you should watch is this one right here. It's all about the new Waitlist Q board that's going to be hitting the market soon. It's kind of a beast. This one right here.